PM Modi holds review meeting with districts having low vaccination coverage virtually, praises corona warriors. Leaders at COP26 in Glasgow pledge to stop deforestation and slash emissions supporting greenhouse gas methane. Total high-density network routes in Northeast Frontier Railway have been commissioned with electric traction. Assam Meghalaya Chief Minister level visit to areas of differences by third week of November. And in T20 Cricket World Cup today, New Zealand is in commanding position against Scotland in match 1, India to take on Afghanistan in the second match. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Notice News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Monjoy. Now the stories in detail. Immediately after returning from his visit to Italy and Glasgow, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a review meeting with districts having low vaccination coverage. The meeting included districts with less than 50% coverage of the first dose and low coverage of the second dose of COVID vaccine. The Prime Minister interacted with district magistrates of over 40 districts in Jharkhand, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Meghalaya and other states with districts having low vaccination coverage. During the interaction, the Prime Minister discussed the issue of vaccine hesitancy and the local factors behind it in detail. He discussed a wide array of ideas that can be implemented for ensuring 100% vaccination coverage in these districts.
नया विश्वास देगी, नया ताकत देगी। विशेष रूप से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने इसको इतना महत्व दिया और समय निकाल करके वो आज त्योहारों के दिन में भी बैठे हैं। मैं हृदय से सभी मुख्यमंत्रियों का धन्यवाद करता हूं और मुझे विश्वास है कि आज जो बातें हुई हैं, अब मुख्यमंत्री जी के आशीर्वाद के बाद तो ये बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ जाएगी और हमें परिणाम मिलेगा। और मैं बताता हूं जी, आज तक जितनी प्रगति हमने की है वो आप सबकी मेहनत से हुई है। हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट का, गांव का, छोटा मोटा हर मुलाजिम।
Leaders at the COP26 Global Climate Conference pledged to stop deforestation by the end of the decade and cut emissions of the potent greenhouse gas methane to help slow climate change. Nearly 90 countries have joined the US and EU-led effort to slash emissions of potent greenhouse gas 30% by 2030 from 2020 levels on the second day of the two-week summit in Glasgow, where the nations took some overdue actions to provide long-promised financial help for the developing countries worst hit by global warming. The United Nations Conference aims to keep alive a receding target of capping temperatures at 1.5 degrees Celsius, 2.7 Fahrenheit above pre-industrial levels to avert future greater damage by greenhouse gases. Methane is more short-lived in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide, but 80 times more potent in warming the earth. In a historical achievement, CRS authorization has been received for introduction of AC electric traction to and from Guwahati railway station. Guwahati is the biggest and busiest railway station of Northeast, being located in the capital of Assam. So, the biggest city of the Northeast is now literally connected with all metros and other big cities through 25 kV AC traction. Northeast Frontier Railway (NFR) has successfully completed electrification work from Katihar to Guwahati. This way, total HD high-density network routes falling in NFR have been commissioned with electric traction. This great feat will now connect New Delhi to Guwahati on seamless electric traction. This is yet another effort by NFR for capital connectivity by green transportation. With the completion of the electrification of the Guwahati station, other prestigious trains like Rajdhani Express from Northeast can now be switched over to run on electric traction from Guwahati to the national capital. The Chief Ministers of Assam and Meghalaya are likely to conduct a joint visit to one of the 12 areas of difference by the third week of this month. Addressing media yesterday, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said He had a telephonic conversation with the Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sharma, and decided to extend the timing for the regional committees of both the states to submit their reports by another 2 to 3 weeks in view of the by-polls. Sangma further informed that tentatively by the second week or by the third week of November, the Chief Minister of Assam, along with him, will make visits to at least 1, if not 2 or 3 locations. With the aim to complete construction works of the Greenfield Airport at Holongi in Arunachal Pradesh by the end of 2022, the Airport Authority of India has intensified its construction activities in the proposed airport periphery. The project includes construction of airport pavement, airside works, terminal building and the city side works. Chief Minister Pema Khandu in a tweet today said construction work begins on 2,300-meter long runway of the Holongi Airport near the capital Itanagar. He said by the end of 2022, Itanagar will be in the civil aviation map of the country. According to Airport Authority of India, with an area of 4,100 square meters, the new domestic terminal building of the Holongi Airport will be able to handle 200 passengers during the peak hours. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Wednesday extended greetings to the people in the state on the occasion of Ningol Chakoba, hoping to strengthen the bond of love among the brothers and sisters, daughters and parents of a family. Ningol Chakoba festival is celebrated on the second day of Hyanghae month of Manipuri lunar calendar. It is one of the state's most celebrated festivals, particularly for the Meitei community. Ningol means married woman and Chakoba means an invitation for a feast. The married women are invited over to the parents' home for a feast on this occasion, a symbol of love and affection between brothers and sisters, daughters and parents of a family. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
अरे यार
देखा, अगर इस पे मेरा नाम नहीं लिखा होता तो कितनी दिक्कत हो जाती। इसलिए आरबीआई कहता है बैंक अकाउंट हो या बैंक लॉकर, उसमें नॉमिनी का नाम जरूर दर्ज करें ताकि आपकी जमा पूंजी उसी को मिले जिसे आपने नामित किया है।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
In the ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup today in Dubai, New Zealand is in a commanding position against Scotland. Batting first, New Zealand scored 172 for 5 in 20 overs. Chasing the target, Scotland scored. Till reports last came earlier, Scotland won the toss and chose to field. In another match of the tournament today, India will take on Afghanistan in Abu Dhabi at 7:30 p.m. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said yesterday that the sweepers colony issue will be resolved in a phase-wise manner, even as he assured that the government is ready to talk to the leaders of the Harijan Panchayat Committee, which is opposing the move to relocate the residents of the colony from them, i.e. W. Maulong. He said that with the completion of the phase which is related to land ownership, the second phase will be the shifting of the Shillong Municipal Board SMB's office from the quarters. He added that the third phase will be the complete shifting of the government employees working in municipal or other departments to the designated locations, which are very good. In the COVID update from across the nation, more than 107 crore 29 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far on the nationwide vaccination drive. Health Minister said more than 41 lakh doses were administered in the last 24 hours. The ministry said that a total of 11,903 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload stands at 1,51,209, which is the lowest in 252 days. Active cases account for less than 1% of total cases and is currently at 0.44%, the lowest since March 2020. A total of 14,159 139 people recovered in the last 24 hours, and total recoveries touched over 3,36,97,000. In the last 24 hours, more than 10,68,000 tests were conducted. In the COVID scenario, from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has a total of 82 active cases, followed by 54,805 discharged cases. The death account for 280. Reporting 2,385 active cases, Assam has a caseload of 6,01,468 released cases. The tally for the death is 6,011. Manipur has 704 active cases and 1,21,213 released cases. The death toll is 1,925. Weighed down by 412 active cases, Meghalaya has 81,844 released cases, while the death toll touched 1,456. In Mizoram, the number for active cases is 6,325, followed by 1,16,231 cured cases. The count for the dead is 436. With 205 active cases, Nagaland has a total of 30,977 released cases. The death account for 686. Sikkim has 170 active cases, while the discharged cases touched a total of 31,427. The death toll is 397. Finally, Tripura records a total of 150 active cases, 83,563 cured cases, while the death toll stands at 816. In Kolasib district, Mizoram Forest Department officials busted an illegal sawmill owned by non-locals along with 56 vehicle trips when thick woods at Bhairabi. According to information, Mizoram Forest Department officials conducted a massive operation in Kolasib district. 40 vehicle trips of sawn woods were also seized from Kanpui earlier. To end the news, the main points once again. PM Modi holds review meeting with districts having low vaccination coverage virtually, praises corona warriors. Leaders at COP26 in Glasgow pledge to stop deforestation and slash emissions of potent greenhouse gas methane. Total high-density network routes in Northeast Frontier Railway have been commissioned with electric traction. Assam Meghalaya Chief Minister level visit to areas of differences by third week of November. And in T20 Cricket World Cup today, New Zealand is in a commanding position against Scotland in match 1. India to take on Afghanistan in the second match. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.